So when you're unemployed, you find that you often have to do things yourself, take things into your own hands. A couple of years ago, I was living in Denver. I was unemployed, and my wife and I met for lunch. She was employed. I didn't really have anything to do for lunch. So I pick her up at work, and we're going to go to this little Japanese place, but there's no parking. There's a Burger King across the street. Pull into the lot, stroll confidently across. I'm excited I have something to do for lunch, and I'm not having cereal. And we go in and we have a nice meal. I think I had some eel. It was delicious. And we come back outside and the car is gone from the Burger King parking lot. So I march confidently into the Burger King parking lot and ask into the Burger King and ask to see the manager and where is my car. And, well, it's been towed because you didn't eat here. And I said, well, I was just about to eat here. And he said, well, I don't care if you ate here before and left. If you leave this property, your car can be towed. I was like, are you getting paid by the towing company? And he says, we don't pay and we don't get paid. So I'm just like, furious. So I call the number that's on the sign, and it's $200 cash, and it's like out on the prairie or somewhere outside of Denver. So we get out there, and it's this like it's like this post-industrial landscape, Armageddon, like abandoned slaughterhouse kind of thing on the side. And we get out of this car that we borrowed from a friend, and a tumbleweed rolls across. I mean, if you've been to Denver, you know that happens sometimes. It's just particularly poignant. See this place, and like, no, there's just this one sign that says the towing company. Walk in, and it's like this big empty room, and there's a bar, and behind the bar it says cash only, and there's a woman sitting there, and there's a chain coiled on the top of the bar. So I go up to her, and I'm like, yeah, I'm here to pick up my car. It's a Corolla. And she's like, oh, we have it. And I said, well, can I see it? And she's like, sure. Why would I lie to you about having your car? So I go out. I see the car is there, and I give her my $200 cash and drive home. I'm just fuming. What am I going to do about this? And I have an idea. I'm going to go back to Burger King and teach them a lesson. So the next day, hell hath no fury like a man unemployed. So I go back to Burger King, stand on the sidewalk, and I can see the lady who calls the tow truck company sitting in her car. And not only that, now I'm feeling like particularly inspired because there's a woman sitting on the grass next to Burger King crying, and there's separately this teenager pacing back and forth. And the woman is crying because her car has been towed. She took her kid to the doctor. They actually ate at Burger King first, right? Then goes to the doctor. The car gets towed, and she doesn't have the $200 cash to get the car out. And the teenager is pacing back and forth because he went to Chipotle, and his car got towed, and now he has to explain this to his parents. So now I'm like, this is not just about me anymore, okay? This is about everybody standing up for justice. So I point out to everyone who's walking out of the lot that, oh, there's that lady. She's going to have your car towed. 5 cars I saved. She goes into the Burger King manager. He comes out and says, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm standing on the sidewalk warning people. He said, well, don't you think that I have a right to keep my parking lot free of cars? I said, absolutely, but what are you so upset about? You said you don't get paid. He's like, I don't get paid. He said, well, she's here to do this service for us. I said, well, if you don't, maybe you should pay me since I get the cars off in 90 seconds and she takes like 10 minutes. He's like, gotta have a good point. I said, that's okay. Don't worry. She goes fuming back to her car, drives by. She drives by and she has the car roll down. She's like, I was taking pictures, nerd. see in the back of her seat a broken baseball bat. And that's when I decide there's no need to do it myself a second day.